Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? I know I took a day off, so I threw everything out of whack. But Nikki is always in here early with the virtual hugs, and they're always welcome. And the moon, yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Let's see. Tim's here, Jake's here, Chris is here. I just realized I didn't send out any of the links, so I'll do that in a minute. Here, Tommy J. Tom's here. Scott, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Jay East, always a pleasure. Raymond, how you doing? And let's see, Chris is here. I'm imagining the sound's good. Again, it sounds good in the air. I don't know. Hey, Mitch, how you doing? I didn't send it. I'll send it out. Hey, Nick. Um, this is only for the first 18 in here. I just realized that one thing that I miss the most out of Thailand, and people that are in Thailand, you let me know if this is true or not. And I don't know. I can't. You'll have to tell me. The people from Australia, people from the UK. Does the orange juice in Thailand suck, or is it just me? It's like half tangerine. It's water. It's crap. Okay, that's my opinion. 99%. Okay, do you guys agree with that? Mitch has been here long enough. Everybody can't seem to get a good. When you go into to for a breakfast, I've never gotten a proper me a United States proper, or to me what I was growing up with, orange juice. And I may be Florida Road Jim myself. Yeah, but here in Thailand, what have you gotten? What have you gotten that even closely, vaguely, uh, resembles a an orange juice from the state, wherever it's from in the states. But I don't know how it is in the UK. Maybe Nikki can tell us. You've been here, right, Nikki? I don't know. Anyway, this is for the first 18 that are here. I found the only orange juice in Thailand that tastes better, as good if not better than the OJ that we get in the United States. And I hesitate to show you this because if they run out of it in the stores, I'm going to be extremely pissed. But let's get it out of the light. It has to be they make two or three different kinds. It has to be the 100% Valencia. This stuff is awesome. And I didn't realize that I really missed orange juice that bad until I had this. And I want to say it was probably 2 years ago in Colac when I took no, it had to be more than that. Right when I got here, when I was doing my PCX tour rides around to Krabi, to different places. One of the places was Colac, and I found it in there three years ago, I guess, or over 3 years ago. It was before I met Nitnoy. But this stuff, if you guys get a chance to try it, um, I like to mix. Tim said my perfect drink is half pineapple juice, half orange juice, or so. That's what I used to drink in the bars when I started the bar we owned. When I stopped trying or started, excuse me, my throat's a little dry. Um, Started to try, cutting back on drinking the 750 of scotch years ago every night. But anyway, if you get a chance, uh, check it out. It's the best that I've tasted. It actually is orange juice, and and I believe every word on there that is 100% Valencia. And it wasn't. I don't know what we paid for it, but it wasn't like uh, highly. It's the same as pretty much the same as the others. We've got some juice today. This is the best orange juice, and too, T. When you were in the states, isn't the orange juice like 200 times better in the United States than it is here in Thailand? Or is it just me? Am I crazy? But this stuff is as good, if not better, than anything that I've had in the U.S. Uh, Minute Maid, all of it. This stuff is awesome. Let's see. This one has no pulp. I don't know if you can get it with pulp, but this one doesn't have any pulp. But it is good. It gives you that little less jonesing for food and drink from the United States, mainly food. But this I like a lot. Uh, What is Mitch saying here? Busy, Nick. Why is it when Dave goes live, everybody wants to either call me or message me? It's no biggie. Hey, Ralph, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Yeah, this stuff is awesome, and like I said, I hesitate to tell anybody because I want to make sure that it stays on the shelves. But I guess the more people that buy it, the longer it will stay on the shelf. Um, I'm surprised no one hit me up about my trim. I did that last night. Let's see what has happened. Oh, a lot of people. Thank everybody for actually watching the camping video. There was a lot of things, a lot of questions, a lot of good input, which was awesome. A lot of people are, quite a few people said I need to work on my editing and skills and stuff like that, which I do. And like I said, the truth, more truth, the better. I got thick skin. But you know, a lot of that stuff, just so everybody knows, if I would have been doing a vlog and I would have tried to do it correctly and tried to do some editing stuff correctly, a lot of that stuff I would have definitely had the generator off. But I was running a lot of tests, like how long does it take for the tent to come down 10 degrees, and you know what was the temperature outside, what did we start with inside. I was running a bunch of stuff, so I couldn't just shut it off, or I guess I could have, I don't know. But when I do the next one, it'll be definitely with better sound and better editing skills, I hope. Short beard, yeah, yeah. I think it looks better like this, right? Of course, if it was up to my wife, it would be clean shaven. Nanette, are the women in the Philippines the same as in Thailand? They like clean shaven men, or do they care about beards? A lot of the women here in Thailand don't like the beards. uh, let's see. I didn't see Cobus. Hey, Cobus, I missed you earlier. How you doing, Mama Bear? How you doing? Glad you can make it. Um, yeah. So anyway, uh, so I think that went good. Like I said, I did that little last 3 minute. I hope everybody got a chance to watch that, and I do appreciate them. They would not take no for an answer. There was no doubt that they were coming there in the middle of a freaking just monsoon. The rain was coming down. My wife was soaked. They had one umbrella for the three of them, and they came and said, "Time for you to get your ass home." So we packed up all the stuff there except for the tent, tarps on the ground and the tarp above, and loaded it in the truck and drove both the electric hot rod and the truck home. But it just makes me think, you know. I think quite a bit about um, my appreciation for being able to live in Thailand, and my appreciation for the Thai people and their whole culture and everything they brought to my life has made it awesome to do my end days here in Thailand with the people that love me around me, and they were adamant, man. It was like, you know, my wife said later when I got home that mom and dad both were. Is he okay? He's going to. We must go there. We got to go there now. We need to go there now. We need to get him home. I mean, and sincerely, I mean, if it was any other thing, it would be, who cares? Let the stupid Farang sit out in the rain and get electrocuted or whatever happens to him. Doesn't matter to us. But no, they wanted to come and get me. Hey, expat Pete, how you doing? Saying hi to everybody. Yeah, James Jeremiah Johnson. Yeah, when he shaved with his knife. Um, let's see. I know Tom has. I think you already put it up. Let's see. Yeah, it is amazing, man. It's just like I said. I mean, I don't know if everybody here knows the whole story, but when I was in there, we had only been together. When I went in uh, with the pneumonia and had the tube down my throat for 2 months in ICU, they were in there. My wife couldn't get a hold of anybody, or she, my girlfriend at the time. She didn't have access to my bank accounts. She had nothing, you know. and she didn't know what to do, and they were ready to sell their truck and sell their house in order to keep me alive. Because they told her if we move him from this hospital to the government hospital, he'll die. The oxygen, I think I told you guys this before. The oxygen in the ambulance is crap, and if we put him on that, and it's only a 10-minute drive to the or whatever, 5-minute drive, 10-minute drive to the government hospital, he'll be dead when he gets there. So they were ready to do anything. 8 months I'd been with Knit Knowing. That's when I knew, I mean, this was either special people, but I really don't believe that. I mean, they are special to me, but I think that they're the norm uh, here in uh, here in Thailand. It's more of a normal thing to experience what I've experienced than to experience something nasty or go away and whatever treat people badly. I just don't see it. How much should it cost to renew your passport? It's not done. I thought she took it, but it's still sitting here right next to me. It was what is it, 150 bucks, I think. I've got it at like 4,000 baht. So what is that? Plus the 2,000, 30, 69. Yeah, like 125 dollars. I'm horrible. I got to get it done, or I'm going to do no traveling. Um, let's see. What did I miss here? Did I miss somebody here? No, I caught everybody who's in that saying. Randy. Oh, Randy's here. I didn't see Randy. Oh, visited my live stream. Oh, okay. Last night, and we gave him a subscribers at least 7 subs, but maybe not notice it because he doesn't have video. Yeah, I don't know if he does videos. He might show up here this morning. He's a new grandfather too, so he kind of goes around when he can now, and spends a lot more or spends a lot more time with his grandchild and his daughter, obviously. What did love your last one? I haven't. I watched part of that one, Tom. That's what I was going to say. You have a new time, right? That you're doing your live stream, and I think, hey, Mark, how you doing? You know how you guys are talk amongst each other real quick. Let me go in and send out the link here for a minute. So I will be back. Let me go here. First one I'll go. I think everybody is in our in our group deal here. So I will pull that up. How did I do that? What did I do? I disconnected it. Damn it. So I gotta go. So I'll probably lose some of you here, but I will I will be back shortly. Almost done. Open up my line on the computer. There it is. Okay. If anybody wants to and can get to the group deal, it's uh, it's now pasted in there. Okay, that'll have to be good enough for today. Anyway, um, so there's Mark. I think Mark. I don't know if you're in there. I'll get back. I'll try to get back and put a couple more out. Um, but yeah, Tom, if you want to put it in there, I know that you moved your time. I think on your live stream. It was a little bit earlier, right? There might be a slim chance that I might be able to make it. When is it? Tonight or was it last night? Did I miss it already? I probably did. I'm gonna have to. I might stop for a minute here and go blank. I gotta go get some water. My throat is dry and I'm coughing, so I'm gonna put it on my Santa Claus picture. I think. Hold on, and I'll let you guys talk amongst yourself for a minute. I'm gonna mute my. Hey Ralph, I'm gonna mute my mic. It won't be more than 2 minutes, so hang in there. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back already. That was even quicker than I had thought. Let me pull up a couple things here. My wife ended up hearing me, so she went to get me some water, which was awfully nice of her. Let me look all this in. Okay, and I'm back. I think. Hold on. Yeah, let me move this around. That's better. If it doesn't fall, we'll be all right. Anyway, so I'm back. Um, so I gave everybody I'll give you one more shot at it. There's the orange juice of the century. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's the good stuff. And I guess I could have drank some of that. Huh? Okay, what did I miss while I was gone? Not much, right? Put the pineapple in the fridge. Works for me. Yeah, okay, I missed. Good, glad you guys talked to each other. Um, damn. Did he buy another bar? I don't know. Sometimes he goes on rampage. Um, okay, I'm caught up. All right, everybody. Cheers. Nikki's got to be getting ready to go to bed, right? It's 2 o'clock in the morning or something. Bye, everyone. There it is. Yeah, get some sleep, no doubt. Some question from Tommy. Will you go see the knee doctor? No, because I might. My wife's going to make a call. It's Mother's Day here, so I think that most of the stuff is. Thank you. Is I know this. My wife's home, so the government is closed down. I'm sure the hospitals aren't closed down, but let me see if I can get this thing to work here. If it doesn't fall. So I know that the government and the schools are all closed, but I'm sure that the doctors are probably, if they're not supposed to be there, I don't know if they will or not. I might still go by there, Tommy, and find out though. But that's what my understanding is. Hey James, how you doing? Glad you can make it. Uh, Thanks, Jake. Jake's back, obviously dropping all the appropriate links and stuff. By all means, if you guys aren't subscribed to any of these channels, I highly recommend them. If they're coming up on here, they're recommended by pretty much everybody on this channel. Yes, today. Yes, yes, yes. That's how they do it here. In case people don't know, it's the Queen's um, birthday is Mother's Day. Hey, Jem, how you doing? Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. There's a lot of Thai women on this channel, so happy Mother's Day to you all. I should have put that up in a banner. I'm not thinking very well this morning. And Jan or Meow saying hello to everybody. And she's, did you get to drive your new hot rod yet, or you're not allowed to drive it still? And hi, Jim. How you doing? Um, I know I watched. I'm going to try to go to Tat Panom maybe next week. I have to talk. I talked to Chuck before he got there, and in his last video, must have been the day, obviously the day before I talked to him, and he was driving through Surin and mentioned that it was got to love. This is where I live. Got to love Thailand, Santa Claus, whatever. That I was going to try to get to Buriram that day, but he was there. That he's so far behind, not so far, 4 or 5 days, whatever it is, that I didn't know that he was actually there, or I would have went. And I didn't know he was going to drive through, although he's trying to get home. So I did text him and say, hey, when you get home, maybe after you've been there 4 or 5, 10 days, whatever, when you feel like you're settled in, I'll take a ride there. So I'm going to try to get a hold of him and go out there. And I don't know if my wife will go or not. If she doesn't go, I'll probably take the Forza and go for 2 days or something. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. I know that they're going to do a lot of turnaround, so I don't want to interrupt anything that they're doing, that he's doing with his mom. Hey, Yads, how you doing? Mm. Now I can drink some of this water. Let's see. And let me think of anything else. I don't know what I'm going to do with the. I guess still haven't gotten the trailer made, so I'm still debating on whether I definitely want to do some camping videos. Actually, do them, not tests or whatever. And I will. I've got two or three planned. I just don't know if I'm going to do them in the truck or on the scooter. I really don't think it matters. But on the scooter, I don't know if it'll. It might be harder for me. I'm guessing. I'm gonna debate and weigh everything, and I would like to do them on the scooter. So we'll see what happens. I'll have to check it out and see. Let's see. Sorry, let me. I didn't miss anything. I think everybody's just saying hi. I didn't see Robert Mack here because Jake might just be dropping links on people that aren't here, which is absolutely acceptable. I got no problem. But then it makes me think maybe I missed somebody coming in, but it doesn't look like I did. Um, but yeah, so I'll decide. I was talking to my wife about it. Maybe because I've got full control over that truck, so I can put a what I call a shell on the back. They call a carboy or something like that. Anyway, it's a camper shell, and then make inside there a little bed on one side, and make it a place where I could sleep. I put the big tarp over it, have a sliding kitchen of some sort out the back, and it would be fine. So we'll see that I've got to air condition that that shell, of course. So I wouldn't go anywhere without air conditioning. Let's see what Scott said. Really enjoyed the videos, especially when your wife showed up in the storm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're amazing, man. It's like I didn't know what to say. I mean, I didn't have a choice. I mean, I did. You always have a choice, but they were adamant. I mean, there were like fear in their eyes that I was going to die or something out there, and I didn't want them all upset. And it kind of caught me in the heart too. Because like I said, if they didn't give a shit, they'd be still sitting at home watching the TV, eating popcorn. So we'll we'll see. But yeah, they're. I got lucky, and like I said, I don't think it's a rarity. I think if you look at Chuck and he's the only one that I could think of off the top of my head that shows the relationship. Excuse me, the relationship he has with his Thai family. But I want to say that most. I'm going to say 90. I'm guessing, of course, this is all guessing. That 95% or 99% of the families that foreigners get into, whether they have a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, um, are that way. They're just caring people. They just take you right in. Same thing like I did with my daughters, and I know that Mark is the same way. Once he married or was with this woman, that's his daughter. That's my daughters. I won't think of them any other way. They're my blood. I'd die for them tomorrow. Not a doubt in my mind. Hey, Gary, what's happening? Oh, that's right. That was pretty good. How about what's happening with Gary? Hey, Gary, what's going on? Um, yeah, and I think it's true. I think that the Thai people are like that, and that's what I'm going to believe anyway. Uh, and I don't think it's far fetched. Um, it's just you don't see it a lot because the stuff that I watched or stuff you don't see the significant other, whether it be wife, girlfriend, male friend, whatever the case may be. You don't see their family that much. The people don't include them in their videos very very rarely. Where Chuck, it's a daily thing when he's at home. I don't. I show mine when I go out to dinner and stuff like that, and they like to they like to feel included with the YouTube too, and they appreciate everything because Joe buys my father-in-law sweets and my mother-in-law super chats for papaya salad, and they feel part of the show or part of the channel, but I believe it's that way, and I don't know why other people don't. Well, probably because they're not here. A lot of the people that do, just so if people are watching that aren't familiar with Thailand, if they're in Pattaya with their wife or girlfriend or whatever, they're probably not going to see their in-laws or their wife's family that often. They're probably in Isan somewhere, and they might go there, once or twice a year. Now, my wife, she would be absolutely devastated. I think if she couldn't see her family, her mother and father anyway, every day, every day. I mean, it's okay to go to Krabi or something for a 5 day week or 5 day vacation, but she wouldn't even think of it. That's why, like I said, me moving somewhere to be closer to this uh, probably ain't gonna happen. It could happen with her because they have TOT or NT now. They have places all over Thailand. But my wife is really attached to this house. Um, it would, if I moved, I would have to either have a gigantic house for everybody or get them a house, which I wouldn't be totally against doing. But I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm going to go for the condos and uh, visit there once a month for 4 or 5 days would be fine. And I did buy that Asia Air Pass too, so I'll probably start using that and start going around places for a couple days because it's real cheap to fly. I'd be pretty much anywhere that I want to go if the tickets, if I time it right and do everything right, or maybe round trip $50 or something, maybe less. Just to go to Bangkok's 150 baht round trip. So what is that? $4 or something. So it all depends on the tax and the stuff that you have to pay. But I'm gonna try to start doing that, and then if I do that, I will try to do more vlogging. On the vlogging deal, I just got to come up with something. The camping deal, but I could see when I did that if I do that once a month, it's probably going to be a lot. Really thirsty. Um, and Cobus is saying hi to everybody. Thanks, Cobus. Um, so that's pretty much the gist on all that. I don't. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Tell us about the Asia Air Pass, please. It's I think I've had it for 3 years now. The first 2 years, I think the first year it came out, it was like 3,900 baht, and you could fly anywhere inside Thailand for taxes and whatever. And like I said, to fly from Buriram to Bangkok and back was like 150, 100 baht one way, 50 baht the other way. You carry one 7 kilo backpack. And I went to Chumpan with Mike's from Live My Ass Off. He got it. And the second year went up like 1,000, and like this year went up another 1,000. I want to say it was 5,999. So what is like $150 or $60 or something. But it included the surrounding countries, Philippines, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, all the surrounding. I don't know how to pronounce it. The AEA, the close people. Somebody will know. Jake will know. It included those this time, but I haven't tried, and it looks like trying to find dates are going to be hard. You have to you have to find them 14 days in advance, and you can't book more than 2 flights in one day. See, because in Buriram we don't fly anywhere. I don't know why, but they don't fly. They don't fly anywhere. They fly to Bangkok, you know. So I'd have to fly like if I was going to Krabi, I would fly from Buriram to Bangkok, from Bangkok to Krabi, and the same thing on the way back. But like normally, it'd probably be. I'm guessing. Okay, I'm gonna say it would be 7,000 baht probably to do that, and it's probably gonna cost me under 2,000, so under $60 to do it. So I think it's well worth it. The 150. If you go on their site, let me pull it up on here, and I'll show you real quick. If you go to Asia Air, I have their app. Um, the Mother's Day special, and if you look right up in this corner with this S where it says Super Plus, this is the first screen that comes up. It'll bring you there. If I didn't already have it, I would press it for you. But since I have it, it goes there and asks me if I want to fly and gives me a code number and I put it in there. But yeah, and it doesn't even tell me how much they were. But I want to say it was like 59999. It was 6,000 baht. So I think it's well worth it. I mean, we even though the second year it was really into the virus, and we used it one time, and it pretty much paid both of us to go to Bangkok and back. We went there twice to see the kids in Thai dance and singing. It more than paid for the. I think that one was 4,900 or something, and one of us would have been 5,000 baht to do that twice. So it already paid for itself the first flight we took. I think it's a great deal. If you're coming to Thailand, if you're in Thailand, I think it's a good deal. But by all means, go on there and read about it. You'll see what I mean. If you have any other questions, though, Robert, let me know. Hey, Uncle Craig, and I missed his 64th birthday was 3 days ago on the last live stream, and after I'd signed off, I'd seen where he had popped in and said it was his birthday today. Hungover and rainy today, living large. Yeah, no doubt. I like I like the videos. I caught up, and now he puts them out like every day. He does it the way you're supposed to do it, and I'm like 2 behind again. I'll catch up. I enjoy his videos. Um, you wake up with a hangover every day. But yeah, I don't know. I think if you're not, unless you're like Gift and Joe or Chuck and Paige or James and Fa, that you're just or Mitch now, he's kind of in with that group now. You're gonna drive. They drive everywhere, so then that makes a difference. What helps me out with it a little bit is I didn't get to go on the big one the last time that they were gone for like 3 weeks or something. But if I would have had this Asia Air Pass, I could have flown out for 3 days and met them here, and then 3 or 4 or 5 days later, I could have, went over here and met them 2 or 3 times on their trip for a couple of days, which would have been nice. I would have enjoyed doing that. Let's see. What am I missing? Hey, Brock's here. Hey, Brock, what are you doing? How's the teeth? I should look more like you now. I modeled this beard. I did it myself with the freaking the thing with the little different size little combs you put on there. It came out pretty good. I'm surprised. A couple of low spots, but they'll fill in. Hey Don, how you doing? Glad you can make it. You haven't been in a while. Hope you're well. But yeah, so I don't know. I got tired of it looking, too puffy. Teeth are good, good, cool. Yeah, I got to get the same thing done. Mine are junk. They were junk right before the virus. Well, right when the virus came out 3 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was, and I really didn't want to have somebody reach in my mouth during that time, so I put it off. So now it's here we go procrastinating. Maybe I'll get it done the same time that I get my passport. Three years, I know, huh? Right. Oh, you're in Ubon. Oh, all right. You're close to me. It's about 2.5 hours, I think, to downtown Ubon, and about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours to the family land there. Yeah, and I might end up with them. Maybe I'll have you make them for me. Me and George Washington, with didn't he the one that had the wooden teeth? Um, but I know that no injuries, right? Everything's. Of course, I don't want to ruin any upcoming videos. Watch Uncle Craig's videos. He could hurt himself at any freaking time. Let's hope not. Um, I think I'm caught. Yeah, I am. Gator's saying that. Tim. Yeah, but he's a new Don, right? He said Ubon, I think. I think you said Ubon. I could be wrong, but I could be. It says Ubon, so he's quite a ways from Tim. Although you could still go see him. I know Tim would be happy to meet people for sure. How long are you staying in Ubon? Uh, can't sleep. You sound like me, Nikki. I mean, I have the worst sleeping in the world between sleep apnea and being 65 years old and having to visit the restroom average 5 to 7 times a night. Um, I don't get any sleep either. I don't know how you function. When I went in for my sleep apnea test 40 years ago, I was like 30 years old, so however long ago that was. The lady, they're not supposed to tell you anything. So they put all this crap on me. I don't know if you guys ever had a sleep deal that they glue things to your head, to your feet, to your chest, to your arms. You're all wired up, right? And they had me come in. Now I'm a working guy, and I'm going to work at 5:30. I get up at 5. I'm to work at 6. I'm back home at 2. I go to bed at 8, 9 o'clock. They had me come in at 9 o'clock, and they're doing all this. Took like an hour, 2 hours. They put me in there like, I don't know, midnight or something, 11 o'clock, and so I'm trying to sleep, and I'm in and out and whatever. And then like about 5 o'clock rolls around. I said, okay, I'm done. Oh no, we're not done with the test. I said, well, what do you want me to tell you? It's 5 o'clock. My body says it's time to get up. What am I gonna do? Lay here awake for 3 hours to make you happy? No, I'm out of here. So I started pulling off stuff. So they came in and said, okay. And they took it all off. And when I went out, the gal looked me dead. What I asked her, I said, I know you're not supposed to say anything or anything, but do I have this, this sleep apnea, thing or whatever? And she looked me straight in the eye and she goes, how do you even function during the day? I said, I don't know. I go to work and I work and I go home. And she goes, I think, and I don't know the exacts on this, but I think you're supposed to have like 70 arousals an hour. Is an arousal is you waking up, okay, whether it be for a tenth of a second or for 10 minutes. Uh, and she goes, you have over 700. And I'm going, wow, I guess that's not good, but I never could wear the mask, although they told me a million times that if I could ever he tried to get me when I was in the hospital. I bought another machine, my third breathing machine. I still have it. It's here somewhere. And everybody that I've talked to says if you get on that and you use it, you'll never stop. The sleep that you get is so phenomenal. You'll never stop using it. I just can't get that thing on my face. I can't go to sleep. So I'm thinking to myself, well, it's bad enough I only sleep for 4 hours a night. And now with this thing strapped on me, I'm going to sleep 2 hours a night. Forget it. I'll take my 4. So anyway, that's my ramble on sleep apnea. Yeah, but you've been sleeping good lately. Every time I see a video of you and Chuck, oh, I slept great last night. I slept 6 hours. I slept this. I slept that. So Mitch is either fibbing on here or fibbing on Chuck's videos or his videos. I know that recently you said you've been sleeping. I know Mitch has we've been talking to each other for a long time. He has the same problems. That's what we sleep, 3 to 4 hours a night. That's if you're lucky. But lately, I don't know, the heavier I've gotten, the worse it's gotten, which makes sense because the more weight you carry, the worse that sleep apnea gets. But although I have been trying to eat better and exercising, so I'm using the Joe method. I'm up trying to do 2,000 steps for a week and then go up to 3,000 and 4 and 5, and we'll see how far I get. I will keep everybody advised. Arousals. I knew somebody was going to get something. I had some edibles. Okay, well, that works. Hey, whatever works. I had a buddy, the one of my buddies that had the air conditioning company. Um, he died young, 56, I think. Alcoholism. He was an alcoholic, but and that's the one that I said if he would have stayed just strictly on cannabis, he'd be alive today. I told him many times, hey, dump the alcohol and just you know go head over heels. Use as much THC as you can possibly use. He used to use it one or two. He smoked it, which I never say is good to anybody. But every night, one hit, and that's what kept him sleeping all night. Here's Alex. How you doing? I have sleep apnea, and it's very hard to sleep with that mask. I haven't used it for a while, but you're right. Yeah, that's what they tell me. I mean, I never used it out. I mean, I tried, but they said if you can ever get comfortable with it, you'll never go to sleep without it. It would be nice, because your whole body, your brain, your heart, everything is affected by lack of sleep. Everything is affected by that. But it, everybody's saying hello to Alex, which is awesome. Um, yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it too, that your mind doesn't shut down. Um, make it tonight. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be happy. I'd be happier than hell with 90 years old now. Because that'd be what, 65, 75, 85? That's 25 more years. Now, if I get 25 more, I don't know if my body will be, I think my body will fall apart in 25 years. But I'm just guessing. But I do need to get in shape. So I'm going to force myself to do this walking every day and get my ass back to the gym. I think I'm over. I wanted to go 5 days a week. I think I'm pushing myself too much at that, or I'm making too big of a goal. So I'm going to try to shoot for 3 days, 3 days a week. When I get back into it, I'll probably go for 2 weeks straight, and then get to where my muscles are completely tore down and aching, and then I'll do 3 days a week. My plan, anyway. We'll see what happens. The gym that I was going to before all the crap was going on that I went to on and off. I have a trainer there, and so it'll be easy to go back there. Like I said, I still think I paid for a month of both training and the gym, so I don't even have to pay anything. It's reasonable too. They're so cheap. No, I didn't. Some of that freaks me out with the I don't know where you picked up that sound from, that helo sound, but it's kind of eerie to watch it coming in on a rice field. But I didn't. I've watched a couple, but I don't know if I watched the last one. I will go and look at it. I will watch it. Let's see. Hey, traveler, how you doing? I've been using a CPAP since 1995. Sleep technician told me that I was the most severe case you'd ever see me, even with the machine. I only get, yeah, that's what they told me. I mean, this girl had that look in her eye like, how do you even function? And it was an enormous amount. I mean, I don't know if that was the correct one. Could have been 7,000. I don't know, but she was adamant. And one of the reasons that I did retire early and basically went out on disability was because I couldn't, when I was working, without having the ability to get up at 5 o'clock, go into work and take a nap, maybe at 10, 11 o'clock. I'm working. How the hell am I going to take a nap? I fell asleep on the way home a few times. And one time I woke up on the main highway on the wrong side of the road with everybody in front of me pulled over out of the way, and the lady behind me just laying on the horn. And I pulled over, got out of the car, and she's just screaming at me, "You MF and blah, blah." And I'm going, "Hey, hey, hey, what's the matter? You drunken son of a." I said, "I'm not drunk." She goes, "Well, what?" I said, "I was asleep." "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." I went back and I told the people at the work, I said, "I'm going to go ahead and call it a day." I was 50 and my knees were shot anyway. I couldn't go up and down ladders, and I was their chief engineer. So I was the only one there, though. But I just couldn't do it. They let me pick the person to come in there. They were great. UCSF. University of San Francisco in Fresno, which was the 3-story, 100,000 square foot state of the art glass building teaching facility in front of the hospital, which is now the trauma center for the valley there, for Bakersfield and Fresno, for the whole Central California. But it was fun. I was there for 7 years, and unbelievable on the union deal. I was there. We were in our HVAC. I've told you guys this before. We were non-union, probably the biggest non-union contractor in Los Angeles at one time. And but it wasn't like, we were paying our guys, $2 or something. We were like, $1 under whatever they were paying, and we had our 401ks and all. They got all their benefits, insurance and all that. It just didn't make sense at the time to do. Wasn't good for the owner. Great for the workers, because when I went to the operating engineers union, I was there for 7 years when I retired. I just got that retirement. That was the one that I got supposed to get on January 1st, but procrastinating. I just got it. This will be my second check I got, but they did pay me retroactive. Excuse me, back to the January 1st. But they were putting in over minimum wage into my retirement every hour. Okay, if minimum wage back then was like $11, something like that, or whatever. Well, that's how much they were putting in my retirement. I worked there for 7 years. They did kind of screw me because they changed it and they made it from 55 to 65. They said we didn't have enough money in our retirement account or some bullshit. And they said, we might bring it back. Yeah, that never happened. But anyway, I just got it. And for working 7 years with that union, operating engineers union out of Frisco, they pay me $1,610 a month for the rest of my life. Unbelievable. I was amazed. It was like 7 years. That's like nothing, because I didn't have any. Well, I had 401ks and made investments with other money from when I was, when we were running the company, the non-union company. But I was thoroughly amazed. I couldn't believe it. It's not like it's an absorbent amount of money, but hell, it's damn near enough to come live here in Thailand on itself. I've got, 2 other sources of income, but it's enough to come. I think close. What do you need? 65,000 for a retirement visa, and be 50 years old and work 7 years. Unbelievable. I was amazed. I might just be fooling myself. Maybe I get amazed at simple things. I don't know. But it is pretty cool, right? I mean, I don't know. I was amazed. When you're taking a cruise on a boat when it's rocking, I actually, tell you the truth, Tommy, I probably some of the best sleep that I had was with my ex-wife. We went on 12, 15 cruises, most of them to Mexico. And the reason we did is, I won't go into detail, but I didn't have a passport. And I could go on a cruise back then with just a birth certificate. I could go to Mexico. So we went on all the cruises that went. It actually didn't even have to just be Mexico. We just had to stop in Mexico or whatever, and then I could go like around through the Cape, whatever. I just couldn't get off in some of the ports if they were in the U.S. or whatever, some other country. But Mexico I could with a birth certificate. So I did that quite a bit, and that's probably the best I've ever slept in my life was on a cruise ship. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, but looked like Tommy has. Let's see. Hey Douglas, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by. It sounds the new bar. I think you're screwed, Mitch. You're gonna be hearing that for 10 years. So it's tomorrow night. You probably already put it up 3 times. Okay, tomorrow night. And what is 20? I'm not a military guy. You give real time, like normal time. What do you use in the UK? You use military time in the UK? That's 8 o'clock. But what? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you use military time. Saturday or Sunday. He's saying that's our live tomorrow, which would be our Saturday, right? Today's Friday, I think. Tom can. Mr. Mitch 20. 8 o'clock Thai time, I guess. How much is the bar fine for the ugly one? 20. Yeah, 8. Yeah. But what do they in the UK? They use military time. Use military time in forever. uh, but I think it's oh wait, Sunday. Okay, I'm confused. Totally confused. If it's tomorrow at 20, that's Saturday night to me. So you're gonna have to be at least to get me to listen. You're gonna have to tell me whether it's tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. If it's Sunday, then I'll both times I'm gonna try. There's only 24 hours. Oh, I don't understand. Uh, no, I'll wait till the somebody puts it up. I'll drink water until then. Oh, it's so good, ice water. Okay, Craig says only the U.S., Liberia, and Myanmar do not use the metric system. So, okay, I've lost a day. Thought it was Saturday. Okay, so it's Sunday in Thailand. In the U.S., it would be Saturday, and I don't know what time it would be then, but I'm not going to confuse myself. So yeah, it's Friday. Today is Friday. The reason I know that is it's Mother's Day in Thailand, and my wife is supposed to be working, but she's laying in the bed right over here. So it's going to be 8 o'clock p.m. Thai time, or 2000 hours. Uh, is that right? Phone call. He'll be back. Maybe, maybe not. Um, okay, so I think I've got it right for Tom's live stream. It is Sunday in Thailand at 8 p.m. Thailand time, or 2000. Is that right? I think. Chris will correct me. Here, Sunday, BKK, or 1400 London, or 9 Eastern, so 6 o'clock on the West Coast. 6 a.m. I'm imagining. Oh no, yeah, 6 a.m. on the West Coast. I think. Okay, all right, I got it. I got to get reminded. Do you put it? Did you put out anything that has a reminder in it? I'll have to go back and look at my look on my phone. And Ralph saying we use the metric system. So everybody, but pretty much the U.S. and a couple of Myanmar, and what did Uncle Craig say? A couple other ones. Uh, yeah, that's about right. They were supposed to. Uh, let's see. We use a metric system. No more fifths of whiskey. It's now. Yeah, I use 750s when I was just talking earlier about having when I owned the bar. I would drink a 750. So I guess that of scotchy tonight. So I'm guessing that kind of puts me into the metric system. But I remember they tried to say they were going to change when, God, I want to say I was in junior high, maybe high school. Uh, they said they were going to try to change to the metric system. But And hell, back then I could even remember half the stuff that was around then, automotive and everything else was half metric anyway. You know, I still remember this day. The 10 is like the most used size bolt and nut that I know of on anything that I've worked on, and whether it be Honda or whether it be foreign cars, Japanese cars, any foreign car. But when I remember, I think when I was in high school, when I bought uh, not my first, but when I bought some tools, real tools. To me, they were real tools back then. I didn't buy Snap on or anything, but I did buy Craftsman because that's what my buddy's dad used. And he said they're the best thing in the world. You just break them, walk in there, pick one off the shelf, throw the other one at them, and walk out. I said, oh, that sounds like something that would be good for me. So I had all Craftsman, but their sets came with metric even way back when, heavy on the metrics. It's easy. It's easy for Callie. Just go back 10 years and switch the AM to PM. What did I miss? Probably missed it. Hey, Paul, how you doing? I must have missed a question. 7 p.m. West Coast, $1,900. Let's see what Douglas says. Dave, Noon goes over to her mom and dad's first thing every morning, 2 to 3 times a day. Talks over love family dining, and it's normal, right? I mean, everybody that I talk to, I get the same thing, Douglas. It's like, and it's amazing to me. I mean, and I have a pretty close family because the Italians are notoriously close, family wise. But on the East Coast, more so. On the West Coast, the only people that moved from, like I told you originally, my family came from Italy. Half of them went to Australia, and half of them went to New York, ended up in Connecticut. And then my grandfather, grandmother, my mother, and her two brothers, my Uncle Joe and my Uncle Jim, came and opened up a pizza place in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard in 53 or 4. And then my mom got pregnant with me a couple of years later. But they were the only ones that came over here. But my Uncle Jim had 7 kids. My Uncle Joe had 3. My mom had 2. We had a lot of friends. So we'd have big family gatherings, but it kind of faded off, but it never faded off in the East Coast. The East Coast is still way more family oriented. If an uncle gets sick, okay, well, let's get everybody together. This cousin will take and watch from this day, from this time to this time, and we need somebody to, they'll all come together. Not so much on the West Coast. I'm sure they would, if somebody tried to say, hey, I need help, I'm sure they would, but it just seemed like the families stayed closer together on the East Coast. But the Thai family here, and I know that, let's see, what did I miss? I have both ratchet sets. And mine just came that way. I can't even remember the last time that I bought a big ratchet set, whether it be half inch or 3/8 or even quarter inch. They were always, well, sometimes you could buy them either US or metric, but usually the sets, they'd come both. I don't think I'd buy one unless it came with both anymore because of the stuff that I have. Although the price to bring my scooter to Honda, I will never work on it again. Never. Won't do it. Won't even change the oil for 256 baht or whatever it was when I had it changed in Pachuap when we all went on that motorcycle ride. But yeah, 10 millimeter, man. That's the one. You lose that 10 millimeter, you're not going to be able to do anything. You can get a quarter of the way through whatever you're working on, and you're going to run into a 10 sooner or later. But I don't know. Now, I think where is what about you, Craig? What's your Thai family? I know you got to be close. You dumped a knockdown house on there for mom, so I'm imagining you guys are. Well, I know the wife has to be. It's like normal, right? I think everybody's that way, and I'm sure Jake would probably say the same. Although he's been in the States for years and years, my wife would never do it. No freaking way would she leave her mom and dad for years. Wouldn't happen. Would never happen. Hey Joe, thanks for coming in. You're the man. Um, you guys are, and I forgot to say congratulations to Joe. I know I put up Tom's on 1,000, but he's way over 1,000 subs now, and he's been working a lot with the gals in the Philippines, and they've been bumping Joe up, and he's got his. If you guys are into meditation, even if you're not, subscribe to the channel. You'll enjoy watching and falling asleep to the music. And don't be like me. At least if you watch them, comment on them, because sometimes I forget. And I haven't commented on any of the latest videos. I will. And if I do miss somebody, it's definitely a mistake, and I can't find it. So don't take it personally. But I will do that probably today. Go back. I don't think I've commented on any of the camping ones, and everybody has been real. A lot of people have watched it. For me, a lot of people. I think it's like I got like 160 views or something like that in a day and a half, 2 days. That's a lot for me, or for this channel. So Paul says he just reached 200. So if you're not subscribed to Paul's, by all means, yeah, it is. Good job. But I don't know. And I was asking if Craig's still around. You got to be, though. I mean, you don't just dump a knockdown house next door and move mom over there and make sure everything's taken care of, unless the whole family's tight. And I don't know. They treat me like a king. I'm sure they treat Douglas like a king. Unless you're a prick, And I hear of them. They hear of them that when God, my wife told me a story about mother-in-law came to visit with a friend or something, and I don't know, walked. I mean, didn't have transportation, walked 2 hours or something to get to the house, and the guy wouldn't let her in the house because she didn't announce and call herself and say that she was coming over, and turned her around and her friend and told them to go back where they came. Now, how you could do something like that? That guy needed to be knocked out. He's got stupid written right across his forehead. But, stuff like that you hear about, but very rarely. I had to get my Silverado plug wires and plugs in one call replaced yesterday, and it cost $400. Yeah, and here it would probably cost like, I don't know, $50. It's ridiculous. I told you, they put my side bags on that Forza, and they ran. That was they had to drill and do like 6-7 hours, 400 baht. So what is that? 3, 6, 9, $12. So I gave them like, I don't know what, 1,000 or something. They looked at me like I was an idiot. And then they did all that front and rear camera and all that electricals. 2 guys all day, and they wanted 500 baht. So it's like it's just not, and had the oil change for 200, and it was under 300. So it was under what, $3, $6, $9 to get your oil changed and stuff. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Plus, I don't have the room or the anything to put it up on. I guess I could put it up on a center stand, but I don't know. I won't mess with it. Plus, I'd rather give them the money. Why not? They're working. Yeah, mom's knockdown was where we caught the Cobra. She's currently still in the hospital post-surgery. I hope everything works out with her. That was the biggest thing. I haven't seen one yet. I haven't seen a Cobra here. A couple little snakes. I mean, I guess they could have been babies or something. But I only caught them out of the corner of my eye. Dad and Mom, they chase them around the yard and throw them the hell out. Haven't seen one or heard one in a while. But yeah, I don't know. They take care of, right? Your wife is taking care of her mom, and that's the way it should be, and that's the way it definitely is here in Thailand. And my wife's the first one to ask me, and she only asked me. She doesn't demand anything. Can we do this? Like, I was just informed that the deal that I thought was for the washing machine and the covered deal, and I thought something was a little weird when they wanted to, could I buy tile and pay to have it put down on the floor and make it nice and put up a screen, anyway. It still has an open side on it, but that's going to be mom's space. She's gonna put up a bunch of racks and move all her stuff next to the Thai kitchen. And I thought Dad would get in there occasionally and string up his fishing nets. But I don't know if that'll happen. They'll probably. It's kind of funny to watch them fight over stuff. But yeah, he gives in real quick. He's a smart man. But yeah, so I guess that's mom's space. I don't know. My wife informed me. I don't know if she can hear me or not. Excuse me. Do you get what? You get free coffee while waiting for. Yeah, probably. They give you free water. Um, I never asked for coffee, but I'm sure they give you anything you want at the Honda dealer. I'm so glad I bought that Forza because the ability to be able to stop pretty much anywhere, and I've talked about it before, and throw a stone and hit a Honda dealer is, up to 99% that you're going to be within 5 minutes of a Honda dealer if you're close to any town. Yes, ignores me though as I it my wife will listen. She never does say, I need to do this and need to do that. It's just like logical stuff that you would want to do for your family. Like mom needs to go to the doctor. Can we go to this? And then it's going to cost a couple. Yes, of course. The kids, anything for the family. I'm not going to sit there and be a prick about it and, say, oh, that's kind of expensive. Why? I mean, if you don't have any money, I understand. By all means, I mean, that's a big thing. But if you have the money, what the hell difference does it make? That's like when they told me I was crazy. Excuse me, because I had the two back surgeries for my little one. She was only a year and a half old miniature doxy. It was $7,000 cash, and everybody thought I was nuts. That dog lived to be 17. So the other ones lived to be 19 and 20. The little ones, they went quite a while. But I thought she was too young, like the one that we got in here now that's basically disabled. I mean, she's laying on the floor. She can move a little bit. Seems like she's getting better, but somebody said it could be 2 years before she's up and whopping around, though. They don't believe in killing things here in Thailand, if you guys are familiar with the Buddhist way of life. You don't kill things. And I'd hate, I mean, she knows she's there. She's totally coherent. But she barks. She's in no pain. If she was in pain, I would figure a way to offer. I couldn't let her sit there and be in pain. But I don't know. If you have the money, what the hell difference does it make? And it makes people smile. And it's like for such small amounts of money, it's not like we're talking. I need 20,000 US dollars for a car for mom. I've never been asked that question. But if I had the 20,000, who cares? It doesn't matter to me. If you don't have it, well, then you don't have it. Hey, John, how you doing? Booked my flight to Thailand. Be there. My birthday, December 22nd. 2 weeks. Okay, good for you. Well, hopefully we can meet up. I don't know where I'll be. I might be in Pattaya. I don't know for sure yet. I'm supposed to be there. Louis Cabo's having a party on New Year or Christmas Eve, and he invited me there, and I'd love to meet the man. He's done a lot to help the children and stuff through my wife, and I'd like to shake his hand face to face. So we'll definitely have to meet up, but I think I might go on that birthday. Okay, what am I missing? Mark's here. Hey, Mark, you're back. I talked about you a little earlier. You probably answered. Let's see. Did I catch everything? Right. What did you have me thinking I may need to open some self-serve car washes in the semi-room? Yeah, there you go. How do you like? I understand. The method, and if I was thinking about it the other day because I give Craig kind of a bunch of crap about going out where I could never do it. I couldn't do it in the physical condition that I'm in. I can't stand for a long period of time because of my knees, and I know I'll get some crap for that. I need to go get it done, but I see the people, and like I said, I really love my family, and I really the cousin, even though I give him shit about not showing up and all this, him and his wife, I want to see him do good, man. I want him to do good, excel, make something out of himself, except just sitting there and drinking, and he wants to, I think, and he's been back and forth. He's had a couple of problems with the motorcycle breaking, but he shows pictures of him on the side of the road, damn near holding a newspaper up saying, "There's today's date," to make sure that I know that he's trying to, he's trying to do the best he can. But for him and his friends, that a thousand baht a day for two men for $28. A guy works all day for $15. So I like giving. I understand Craig's deal, and he's in way better shape, and plus you're a lot younger than me. Yeah, at 64. I'm going to be 66 in December, so we're a couple years apart. But he's in at least decent physical shape. But I don't know. I'd rather point and get out of the sun into the air conditioned place and have some water and relax. 25 years, my wife still asks me about cost. My responsibility is always the same, honey. It doesn't exactly. It doesn't really. I mean, it's all relative, right? Like telling somebody how much does it cost to move to Thailand or live in Thailand. It's all relative. Can you live here for, $1,500, $1,600? I think you can. It'd be nice if you had at least enough to meet the 50 years old and the retirement visa amount of money. But because if you have 800,000 and you put that in there, you don't have to worry about that and showing the income coming in. And do I think that you could live on that right now? Yeah, especially in Isan. Not a problem in the world. You can get a nice one-bedroom place here in Thailand or here in Surin, air-conditioned, clean. You might need a few things. It'll have a bed and a TV and a refrigerator and pots and pans and stuff for what, $200 US? So you figure it out. If it only costs you for the place you're living in, and they'll pay for water and stuff, $200. So if you had 16, you still only have 14. I mean, it doesn't take a math degree to go, okay, internet might be $50 and this is how much it's going to cost me to eat. You can do it. Like I said, would I particularly want to? Well, if I was in the United States, where am I going to live for $1,600 or $1,500 a month? Unless I own my home. We talked about that before. But the best way to do it is if you had something like that, to have the money, like Paul says, he's got the 800. You put it in there, and then you don't have to worry about anything. So I don't know. I plan to put $1 million baht bank and live off my pension. Yeah, and that's the way. I don't know. I don't know what they're always through my years, and I don't know. From when I was a kid, my uncle told me that the Federal Reserve only, covers up to 100,000. So if you've got over 100,000 in the bank, you should put it in, or put 100,000 in this bank. Excuse me, 100,000 different banks. I don't know if they have anything like that here. I would definitely. I don't see any problem with having money in. When I first came here, I was kind of skeptical. Well, do I want to put it? Do you want a large sum of money? Now I have no problem. I think it's absolutely fine to put money in there, and you can put in there. Like I said, the 800. The only thing that I would be careful on is just make sure that you put in 800 and 5,000 baht just to make sure you're over the amount, and then just leave that account alone. And then if you want to put another half in something else and use that for whatever a savings and then build it up and travel and whatever you want to do, that would be awesome. But then you could have a pension of 1,500, 1,600. I think if you're single and you're not a monger of any kind that you've got to go out and chase women from sunrise to sunset or from night till opposite of what I just said, you shouldn't have a problem, you know. But if you're going to go chase women, even if you're going to date, unless you're going to, but it wasn't that horrible. I mean, uh, a gigantic date to me to a Thai woman is take her to a barbecue. I mean, you're on the top of the world. And what does it cost you? You know, 400 baht a piece for a good barbecue somewhere, under 1,000, under $30. So that kind of stuff you can manage. And then once you do that a few times, at least with my wife, it wasn't. She didn't care whether we can just cook at home, or well, can we just order this, or can we go to Macro and get, shrimp? Because you got to remember that they're not there. Most of the Thai women that I have experienced meeting and seeing and talking to, they're used to, eating nothing, you know, rice and, they'll, four of them, a papaya salad, they'll split it, a 40 baht deal. They're not used to being able to just go out and eat or to go to the store and buy. Okay, well, what can we buy? Well, what's the cheapest thing you have here? Chicken and pork. Well, that's what they're going to buy. They're not going to buy their favorites, squid, um, you know, uh, um, uh, any kind of crab or crustacean or anything. My wife's favorite is scallops, the small ones that they get. They're like yay big. That's her favorite. That they get something like that, so they're on top of the world, and it's not something that you. I think you're with the wrong person. My personal opinion is after you do that one time, is can we go there 8 nights a week? And I need an extra 10,000 baht. I got to make sure I make my and I need a car and I need a scooter then you're running into maybe some problem. Most of the women, especially here, they just want to be taken care of. They want to be treated decently. They don't want to be cheated on. They uh, they want to have a good time. They want to laugh. They love to laugh. At least my wife has the best sense of humor I've ever seen, and she loves this. It's really really weird, and but this is for all the people that want to come here and thinks life is over if they have 1,500 $1,600 a month and they're 55, 60 years old. Um, Life's just starting on for me anyway, and I thought it was over. So I'm the luckiest man in the world, but there's a lot of other people that think they are too. I'm sure Tim does. I'm sure Brock does. I'm sure Jake does. I'm sure I can go on and on and on. I'm sure Mark does. Everybody that has a good Thai partner, they're loving life. You know. What did I miss while I was rambling, guys? If I didn't uh, put it up and let's see here's Brock saying Chuck's. Mitch really expanded his property portfolio. Yeah, he also mentioned me as he was driving through Surin too. Chuck's a good one, man. I got 50,000 in a Thai bank. I can't remember my PIN number on my bank card. I'm sure I will be safe when I come back. It's only been I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. You still got your book, right? I'm sure you do. If you got your book, it shouldn't be a problem. I've got two bank accounts and I only remember my PIN on one. Luckily, online they're both with Bangkok Bank, and I can transfer money back and forth. And I use one kind of as my personal little I want to screw around money, and the other one I use for, you know, paying here for the bills and all the other crap. But I'm sure if you have your book, and even if you didn't, I would imagine that you would still be able to get into something. All women, they don't want deadbeat. Yeah, and like I said, they if you're here and you're retired and you're 50 years old, they know you have money, and even if it's only 1,600 a month, that's a lot of money. You got to remember, a very typical, well-paid person is 20,000 baht. So what is that? $700 a month. So you're talking about somebody coming over with over twice what they could make work and busting their ass 5 to 6 days a week, and they know that more than likely you would have something more than that. So they know that they don't need $1 million. I don't think you want the woman that you would want, coming around. I don't think you want somebody that wants a multimillionaire. A multimillionaire probably go anywhere he wants and do. They just want to be taken care of and have a good life. That's all. And Mitch is here, so let me change the layout and bring him on. Hey, brother, how are you?
So yeah, transfer $4 million for the one on Soy 6. Yeah.
How many bars?
Okay. Yeah, walking street's not quite a go, but I'm looking at an airplane. I want to put it in the center of Pattaya. I think a big, like an Airbus. Oh, sorry. Are we live?
Yeah, no, you should put that in Rayong. Would be good for an Airbus.
Right.
Rayong. Yeah, you go own a restaurant, like maybe
Open
sell
shit stain, I'll call it.
American food.
I'm sorry. Coffee.
Hey, what's up?
I
saw you this morning. I came by and said
in the
hello.
House. Hello.
Yeah. So we were talking about now. Richard's not here, right? He's just saying hello.
Correct.
Hi, Richard.
He could be watching.
Yeah, he comes in. He's a good guy. Let's see. Question, Dave. No, because it's Mother's Day, so I don't think the guy's there. Although we may go and check it out anyway. She wants me to go to the temple with her too. I don't think I mentioned that. So I'm going to go to the temple. We're going to go at
Hey, Les.
11 o'clock or something.
Let's hear. Oh, there your link. I posted your. Hey, Daz. I posted your link earlier.
What's that one? Hey, Scott.
Les.
And Robert's here. I didn't see Robert.
Do it again.
Yep,
Robert's here. Daz is here.
Research and usually give money. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have a problem with that. I think he'll get it. Hey, Daz.
There we go again. Check that channel out, guys.
What is it? Hey, Andy, how you doing?
Yeah, I went to a new barber. I was lazy, and she well, crap.
I did myself.
She was quite attractive, and I said, no, more. I don't care. 2 weeks, my hair will be back down to my shoulders anyway.
That isn't the one that everybody's done a video with, is it? There's like 5 videos out there of her cutting Nick Dean's hair, I think. Nick Dean's hair. The one that had the girlfriend. Like 5 people. 5 people have done a video with them.
No.
Or with her.
Yeah, I just said, yeah, I've been hot, muggy lately. A lot of humidity with the rain and what have you, and so just short and sweet.
That's why I did this.
I'm gonna take a picture, okay? And then I'll show it to Chuck on the next road trip. I'll say, okay, this is how I want it, and then he'll do it.
Are you trying to go in the service, or you ready to go?
No,
I'll take it right now. You got the haircut for it now, though. You got the haircut for it. Let me see.
Yeah, but they'd wash me out. They'd try to recycle me a few times, and it just wouldn't work.
Let's see. What is this? 380s are being returned.
Paintbrush haircut.
The barn look. Yeah. Looking good, Mitch. They like it.
It's okay, Jake. I screenshotted it. It's recorded anyway. There's people recording this.
Yeah, I know. They recorded the whole show. At least we make them waste their hard drive space.
I claim ignorance, John. What's a paintbrush haircut? Help me out with that. I feel slow.
I'm always slow.
A380s are being retired. Is that true? Oh yeah, upper deck. Yeah. Wow. Be all that you can be. That was the motto. When I joined.
Be all that you can be.
In 80.
Join the army.
I joined 83. Delayed entry for 84. High and tight.
And he was in for 3 days, and then he was out.
Yeah, they kicked me out on a Section 8. Now I'm retired.
Yeah, he's
getting a
got
full.
retired. Don't you get like 8,000 a month or something?
Yeah, I'm getting full.
Full everything.
I should just starting shit now. If I carry on with this, people are gonna believe it.
I know. Oh wait,
No,
Les says he's got the same haircut as you yesterday.
right on. Yeah, it grows back, guys. Well, for some,
I don't know. Mine's probably not gonna.
you should really shave your
grow
beard,
back.
Dave. I'm not saying
My
you
wife,
got to do this. You got just give it a
I cut
go.
this. I cut this because of the same thing you were saying. It's a lot less in the humidity and the heat at this length is better.
I got tired of smelling food, like from yesterday and the day before.
Shit.
It's like,
Let's
is that a sprout? Oh no, it's a worm.
World from the back.
See the world from the back of a
deuce
deuce and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Douglas, I hear you. I have a lot of bald friends, and bald is beautiful.
Mine does not grow back.
I
Mine
swear
grows
I was-
back, but it's not
I was
very.
with the F troop.
It's
Raymond.
sparse. Let's see.
At
Smashing
times it felt
those.
like the F troop.
Airbus funny.
Yeah, number 2, easy peasy. A little bit of a taper.
I don't think it looks bad. Do you think it looks bad? I don't know. Looks like hair.
I don't care. Do I look at me in Chuck's videos? Do I give a crap about how I look? God damn. I always look like I'm angry or something. I'm always sitting there looking at the phone, trying to. Oh, he's filming. Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut. Like that. And next thing you know, I'm in the frame. God.
See, Raymond said I joined the B squad in 72. Okay. Number 4 for me. I don't know what this was. I'll have to look and see if they got numbers on it.
Isn't it amazing how you can remember 40 years ago, what unit you were in or where you were? I mean, really. I mean, it's stuck, doesn't it? I mean, it just sticks in there. Some shit I'd like to forget.
Yeah, see, I'm envious of all you guys. I can't remember what I had for breakfast. I think it was an egg. My memory's not. It's really weird. My short-term memory is pretty good, but my long-term memory of like high school and crap like that, I think I just did too many drugs. I think that was the problem in the 70s. There were so many drugs in California, especially in Los Angeles and Southern California. I think I burned my brain. I hope I don't go too bad. Brock's here. Let's Brock in jail. Hey, Brock.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning. I'm typing a message here.
I remember my duty stations, but I cannot remember the names. Yeah, and that's the way I am, man. I can't remember high school teachers' names, although I wasn't there much. You got to remember, my high school was a block and a half from my house. I rode a panhead to high school. I would go in at nutrition, which was after second period, and that's when everybody would break up. We'd look for girls. My mom worked 6 to 2 as a waitress. My house was wide open. We had a pool table. We picked up girls at nutrition. We went
Morning,
home,
Andy.
played pool, went back and brought them back at lunch. That was my
Thanks, John.
experience with 3 years of high school. And they graduated. They didn't graduate me out of 12th grade, but in order to meet their allotment of money, they got paid. I don't know if people realize this. For every time that I went to school, the narc there, my mom gave a key to, so he could come to our house, and me and my best friend, he would spend the night all the time and wake us up and make sure we got there early enough to make roll call so that the school would get paid their $35 or $40 for each student that were there. So they pushed us out of 10th into 11th and 11th to 12th. So I went to 3 years of high school, but I never graduated, and I never made it out of 10th grade. Not something to be proud of, but I don't know how I got on that rant.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Linkorama, here we go. That's funny. I went to a private high school, and don't start thinking, rich kid or whatever. No, it was because I quit school in beginning of 10th grade. Rebellious youth, issues with my daddy issues. and I was a rebellious little punk, and so I quit school, and aside from all kinds of stuff, and he said, "No one's gonna quit school and live in this house or something. Got to get a job," knowing that I was lazy, right? So I got a job and I started paying rent. Called his bluff, and then over that the course of a year, we kind of started patching things up, and then found a school that would be appropriate for me. I went to I'm not going to say the name of it because it's still in an established school that
Right,
Bill
Alex.
Gates went to. Okay, that's all I'll say. And I did not fit in at all. I went there for the day and met with the staff and some of the staff and some students and shit, and they all take a poll and shit. And I got voted off that island as like, no, I wasn't going to fit in. And then I found another one where I fit in, and there was 82 students when I graduated. There was 82 students in the school and 12 in my graduating class. No shit. But I made up for all that lost time. That's how I got to Southeast Asia on an Asia trip, which will become a video someday, maybe in 2058 or something.
I'd like to see it.
When you got nothing to do
Yeah.
in
When,
between bars and condos.
Exactly. All this real estate mogul stuff.
There's 30 people here. Thanks, guys and gals.
I'm running out of money, though. I got to call Uncle Elon to get a cash infusion.
Just have them give you dough.
Yeah.
Monger's
private college. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, Lord. Oh, man.
I swear, I was so naive to Thailand. I didn't know what a monger was. And
I was a monger in high school, but that was at Pike Place Market for 2 months.
I guess I was a monger in high school.
I
too.
actually got to throw some fish. At the tail end of the summer, I got to throw some fish.
Well, during the late 60s and probably through the 70s, I thought that's what you were supposed to do. I thought that was my meaning in life, was to chase women and carouse with women,
Rags
as
the
many as
monger.
I could.
And back to rags. Anyway, yeah.
OnlyFans? Mitch has an OnlyFans?
Yeah, I
Don't
haven't
you
done
know
the
about
official
that,
launching yet.
It was easy. It was really easy, and all my friends and people like that were saying, well, these girls, the only reason they're going with you is because you have a motorcycle. I said, I don't care. As long as they're on the back of the motorcycle and they go somewhere with me, I can give a shit less.
James, that's it. That's the new one.
What
James
is
is in the house, in case you haven't noticed.
Morning,
Yeah,
James.
AJ.
And Expat Pete.
I saw expat earlier. I missed?
I haven't. I'm just noticing because Jake
It's
put the
new
link
bar,
up. So.
Monger's Private College. That would be a good one.
I'm ready for another road trip.
You are? When are you going?
Tin Man
I
Lion
don't know.
and
Soon,
Scarecrow.
I hope. I'm getting
Nancy?
that itchy feeling. Yeah.
I mean, Daz will probably be on one of these. When he was here last time, I think he said a month or something. Didn't you? Next month or something? August, September, October. So maybe he'll be around.
There's some talk of late August, maybe.
Yeah, cool. See, what I need to do, I got to talk. Well, I'll talk to you guys off the channel with Chuck and stuff too, because I'd like to. I'm not going to be able to go on like a 14-day or 20-day trip, but like I was saying earlier in this
September sounds
today,
good.
that I would I have that Asia Air. So if you guys tell me, oh, we're going to be in Phuket on this date, and then we're going here and around, then I could fly in for 2 days, visit with everybody, fly back home. A week later, when you're over in Krabi, I could fly to Krabi, spend a couple of days, and come back. But I need that thing isn't any good unless I know 14 days in advance. 14 days.
Yeah,
So
many
September.
times I don't know that
Hey,
many
Jim.
days in advance where I'm going to be.
Yeah, but I don't know if they take off on a big cruise or a big deal.
ready.
They know where they're going to be, right?
Brock's
no.
ready and booked. Brock's
That's right.
ready and booked.
Yeah, he has a flight, I think, right?
Yeah, I got the flights.
Awesome.
I don't know. If it works out, it works out. If not,
Thanks, Jake.
maybe we'll see.
Let me make an adjustment here to my this thing here. Okay.
Yeah. I tell you what, the visas are a bit awkward these days.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that big, is it?
Exactly.
Is it,
14
James?
days in
Because
advance.
yeah, but I mean, like right now, if you knew when you were going, it's probably going to be 14 days from now, right? You're not going to decide and say, yeah, okay, we're leaving tomorrow at 6 a.m. and we're off. Then there would be a problem. But I mean, if you knew far enough that, okay, we're going to go here, the route, maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe, obviously, you know more than me. You're doing it. But hey, if I meet up, I meet up. If it works out that way. If not, maybe I'll drive and spend 2 or 3 days. It's just hard for me to go for 15, 16, 20 days without
Why?
my wife. Sucks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
get
they're
it.
all planning to avoid you, Dave.
Why are you tripping?
yeah,
Hello.
it could be. That could be. It could be.
Well, we're skirting right by Sarin. Sorry, Dave. We're not stopping.
Here I am this morning. I'm watching Chuck's and I'm going, yeah. Oh, and we're driving through Sarin. This is where, in case you don't know, Dave got to love Thailand. Santa Claus. He lives here. In fact, he called me or texted me yesterday, and he was going to come to Buriram and blah blah blah. Well, when I texted him, I'm thinking, okay, maybe he'll be there in a day or two. He was already there, so I wasn't going to make it on the scooter in one day. But then I didn't know. I mean, but he doesn't want to stop coming through. He's shooting home to get home. He's been gone for how long? 2 months, which I understand. But I did talk to him about coming afterwards, and I might go next week. I'm going to see if my wife wants to go. If she doesn't want to go, it's only 4 hours, 4.5 hours from here to Chuck's, so I might blow out on the scooter. But I know he's got a bunch of stuff planned with his mom and stuff around
Yeah, we've
there.
done a couple of trips where they were pretty regimented on the scheduling. That first bike trip was kind of regimented, and then another one of the island trips was kind of okay. We're going here, we're going here, we're going here, and some of it was fluid. You know, it happened while we were on the trip, the
Right.
scheduling and stuff. But it's difficult. Chuck called me and said, "I'm here." I said, "Where?" He says, "I'm at the Wombat." Hello. I said, "Oh, 15 minutes." You know.
Yeah, that's true. Well, like I said, if it works out, it works out. If not, I'll figure out something. It isn't that far. I mean, there's no place in Thailand that you can't be, a day and a half and you're there. I know that he's going.
Oh man, I hate that.
He's going to
10
Joe's,
drive,
right?
so man.
I know for
4 hour
sure
drive.
he's going. I know for sure he's going to Pachuap. So,
Yeah, this is a southern trip.
Yeah.
See you, Robert. This is a southern trip.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go north to go south. You know what I mean?
Right.
Chuck's obviously north, and so
I'll figure if it's meant to be and work out, it's not. But like I said, if that's some case, then I might, if he knows, I might just take the car, because I know exactly how far that is. It's 11.5 hours driving from my house to Joe's house. So
now I
know
could
that,
fly. Get this, I could fly north, get that Asia Pass thing, right? Pop up north.
Right.
Actually, there wouldn't be room because I think Kara's going too. So scratch that. Couldn't do it. Could ride along and then come through Patty and get my car.
Hey, Maui.
Dow's car.
Howie, how are you, man?
Howie, hello.
Thanks
I don't have a car.
in.
Dow has a car.
Is that her car that was on the trip? That's a newer car, right?
Yeah,
I thought she had like a little car. It's an SUV, right?
Yeah, Pajero.
Yeah, I didn't know what a Pajero was.
2012, I think. 2012, I think is what it is. Isn't that crazy? You usually know it. When it's in the States, I always knew everything, like with the year and model, blah, blah, blah. Here I'm like, what? You ask what year it is, and they go, I don't know.
That's because of our years. Same thing with my wife. I think hers is a 2012 too, but she doesn't know what year her Scoopy is. She doesn't know what year the truck is. She doesn't know anything. I asked her straight up, I don't know. But I think we came to the conclusion both of them are pretty close to 2012. But my wife is taking good care of it.
It's right, Tim. It's got new tires.
That's what my wife, when we're driving, she comes up to like a slow turn, very, very, very easy, and she slows down.
No worries, Jake. It's just
And
it's
I
just a
said,
hobby.
and
No
I said,
worries,
why
man.
are you slowing down? And she said, because we'll slide out. It was raining a little bit. I said, no, honey, that's for the people that have the bald tires that
Yeah,
refuse
yeah.
to buy new tires. They have to slow down. We don't have to slow down. You can go twice as fast as this and go around this turn. But they don't. They don't put new tires on, do they? Thai people?
Yeah.
Or my-
You bet. Here, let me.
Yeah, we're aiming for your look, James.
his haircut.
This is for James. We're putting that picture up there. Now we're
Yeah.
trending.
I'll drink.
I got chastised while I was driving on this recent trip. Slow down, etc., etc.
That's all I
And
hear.
I pulled up a video of Pikes Peak of a major crash, and I said, "This is me video,"
Exactly.
and it stopped the conversation.
Now, James is
Seriously.
here. Now, I want to know, you guys didn't answer me earlier. If you did, am I crazy, or is Thailand the worst place in the world for orange juice? Is it or
No,
no?
you're crazy.
That's funny. It's funny.
And yes.
Everyone has their own taste, right?
No, but I mean, there's a certain taste for orange juice, right? I mean, that I'm used to in the United States. And I haven't experienced that in Thailand. When I go in for the breakfast and they put that orange drink in that thing and they're calling that orange juice, it's not orange juice.
No,
I don't know what
orange
it
drink.
is, but it's not orange juice.
But
This
what
stuff-
one
It's actually-
difference, one minor.
It's actually
major.
orange juice, Dave. It's real
Is it-
oranges.
What's in the show the ingredients, Dave? What's actually in it? Is it just OJ and nothing else?
Hold on. And again,
Because
because
if
this
there's
stuff
sugar,
is
they're using
unbelievable.
sugar,
If you,
cane
if
sugar
you,
most likely,
if you,
and not
if you,
corn syrup like they do in the States.
okay, ingredients: Valencia orange juice, 100% from Valencia orange juice concentrate. That's it.
That's
Nothing
it.
else. That's it. Serving
Nice.
size, total fat 0, saturated fat 0, cholesterol 0, protein 1 gram, total carbohydrates 22,
See you, Les.
dietary fiber,
Take care.
sugars 22. It's got a lot of sugar in it, and sodium 10 milligrams.
How much sugar in a serving? Okay. Say that again, please.
This says, I don't know if it's a serving. This says daily income or daily intake. Percentage of daily intake. It says 22. So, it doesn't give a percentage on that.
That's
Just says 22 grams. Of
22
sugar.
grams.
That's a lot
So
of sugar.
a little less than a regular Coke.
Yeah.
I think
But
a
I'll
regular
tell you,
Coke has like 30
if you
grams.
get a chance to try this, and they make 2 or 3 different kinds, it has to be the 100% Valencia. You'll see what I mean. The first sip that you take of it, you're going, oh yeah, okay, this is what orange juice used to taste like years and
I'll
years
go buy
ago.
some later today.
Okay. And what did James say? That I missed the orange juice. I didn't realize I did until they started trying to push this fake orange drink on me and call it orange juice. It's not. Okay, Les has got
Tang,
to
the
cut the
joke
grass.
that
Take
tells
it
us.
easy. This
Right
is
on.
why I
You're
only
probably
drink
getting
water.
served real
I don't
orange
want any
juice,
whiskey.
100% fresh
That's
squash.
true.
Squash.
What was that? What's true?
You're probably getting fresh squashed orange juice.
Yeah,
It's
this is
real.
from concentrate, but it's a real Valencia orange juice. And like I said, I don't drink it very often. Like this is the first time she's got it in 3 months or something, maybe longer. I'd usually drink, like James was saying, I usually drink either water or whatever. I should drink more soda water and whatever. But if you want to sit down and have a proper breakfast, to me, is bacon and eggs or ham and eggs or country fried steak and eggs and hash browns. And there always has to be a large glass of orange juice. Even if you only have that meal once a month, it's a must to have that.
Huh.
To me, anyway. I think stock in Valencia markets. No, I don't. I don't have any, Tim. Not at all.
Should put that in the
I want
banner
somebody,
below.
if they're jonesing for something from the States, like somebody could say, I want, Jack in the Box secret sauce and hamburgers, which is one of my favorites, or Chico Flicks, or I've never eaten there, so I have no idea.
Chico Flicks. I've watched a few of those.
I've never eaten at whatever it's called. Never.
Yeah, Pope or no Pope, Dave? This has been asked a few times in the chat.
Pope. No Pope. No Pope. But this company was the first time was almost 3.5 years ago, and Colac was the first time I've seen this blue deal. Now they're in they weren't in Kamala. They were in Colac. And then when I got back to Kamala, like maybe 2 or 3 months later, they started coming. Now it's all over in every place you can get it. So obviously they did good. They're a new brand. I think they're a new brand. They're new to me.
Biscuits and gravy, yeah.
Yeah, I miss that too. And I make good biscuits and gravy.
Country fried steak, biscuits, sausage, pepper gravy, man.
We
had a pretty dang good breakfast at Annie P's.
Who's?
I wish I had some of those leftovers now.
Never mind.
Mobile defib.
Yeah.
I like a sun tea. Sunbrew.
Anybody who likes Lipton tea has no taste. Yucky stuff.
Oh, it's awesome. In fact, the people that have had the virus, we've given a box of this to because our daughter at 18 said that she was up in that room upstairs. They had given her 10 different kinds of medications to take. She took that in a glass of water, the bottles of honey that I have bought, and she said that was the most relief she got out of any product that they gave her or medication. And we've given it to another friend of my wife's from her work, husband and wife that had it. And they said, thank you very much. It was awesome. And so as far as for medicinal purposes, maybe with some whiskey, I don't know. James, how does it go with Crown Royal? Is it okay, Lipton tea and Crown Royal? My uncle was he'd shoot you in the head if you put anything with Crown Royal, except poured over rocks or straight up. He was a fanatic. I have Lipton tea. There's an Aussie. Or what's Tetley tea?
Tetley.
What is that?
Tea.
With honey. See? Good stuff. I'm not a big tea drinker except for stuff like this. And I was with Mitch. Now that Mitch had mentioned everything, my wife had the Crystal Light containers with the whatever 10 packets in each one, 15 of those in our cupboard that I used to drink every day. And I was the same way. You need to break it down more water than they say, right? Because that's what I did.
Yeah, I'm like 2 for 1 easily. Yeah. I break it down.
But that stuff was, I don't know, it'd probably kill me with all the whatever other crap it's in. But I didn't really remember that until Mitch had
yeah, it's like a touch of flavor. You know, just some lime, Manao, just that helps with the water.
Like even soda water with lemon is good too.
Certain bottled waters here sugar. I won't drink. I've tried them and they really don't taste good to me. I won't say which brands, but I have a brand I generally go for.
You need to open up a restaurant here in Surin.
Good scramble. Yeah.
Just killed 2 shorties. Chuck brought me, but it's still a leader.
Crown condition 1, all clear. That's good.
They're currently, yeah. I saw the two ones that Chuck brought you. I saw that video.
I drooled over them for a week.
You know, it's easier because I try to watch as many as I can. Of course, it's damn near impossible. But he puts them out at like 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, I think automatically. And that's just about the time I get up. So I can sit there and have my first cup of coffee before I'm bothered with anything. And I'll watch that. And usually I'll watch James's and I try to watch Craig's and Mitch's. Mitch's were easy before because they were only 3 to 4 seconds. And now he's getting up into that
20 seconds
10 to 12 second, 20 seconds is way, way too long.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's easy for me because when Chucks come out, it's right when I'm waking up, so it makes it easy.
I threw up a slideshow today, basically just to clear out some of my hard drive. So I threw a bunch of slides up and then deleted them. Sorry.
Yeah, I started moving my stuff. I wasn't saving anything before. I figured, it's on YouTube. And then I seen all these people. Well, they took down my channel for no freaking reason. And I'm going, holy crap, what happens to all your videos? Well, they're gone. And I'm going, crap, that sucks. So my wife gave me a 3 terabyte external hard drive, and I moved them over there
came
instead
close,
of deleting
Paul. I was down the beach a bit when the waves started to hit my camera tripod and it started to sink and point at the sky. It was like,
All right, Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, Waffle House would be. I've had a good.
Anybody heard of
waffle
Yankee
today.
Diner on the West Coast of the United States?
Yankee Diner. No, I haven't. No.
Man, they did a good scramble. Yeah.
Most
90s,
of the people
I
thought
think.
that they thought Denny's was good, and I guess for the price, I guess it was okay. I've had it before, but you get a little mom and pop's place that makes biscuits and gravy, and nothing could be better. But I haven't had a good waffle in a long time. What was the other one? IHOP too.
That's
You
good
have
waffle
IHOPs?
I had was in Belgium
Yeah, there you go.
with ice cream on it and a beer on the side.
Do you have IHOPs in Seattle?
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Oh,
that
yeah.
only? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're all along the I-5 corridor there. Yankee Diner. Yankee Diner. That's pretty good, Paul. Yankee Diner.
Silver Diner on the East Coast. Yankee Diner. Yankee what?
Diner.
Dinah.
That's a good one.
Dinah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't had a.
Of course, you have the Royal Fork. That's one of them buffet places.
I haven't had a.
Deals.
No, the breakfast that Chuck and everybody is
Great to
raving
take
about
grandma
is
to.
that Dave's place in Kochang. And I was there the last time and I didn't even make it over there. I wanted to get it over there because I wanted some either pastrami or corned beef sandwich. So next time in October I'll be there. But he said the breakfasts there are outstanding, and I think that place in Pachuap that I had lunch at, I can't remember the name of it that he's been to. He stopped because it had the Texas flag in the back of it, and they've been going there.
Jim's Burgers or
JJ's Burgers?
JJ's, yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard they have a good breakfast there, and I haven't had a good breakfast. I was planning to go one place, but I wasn't allowed to go there, and it closed down anyway. So I was hoping to get a good, a good American breakfast. American breakfast to me is, like I said, ham and eggs, bacon and eggs, Kentucky, chicken fried steak, or biscuits and gravy, that type of stuff. Stick to your ribs, make you look like this, way overweight. But I'd like to go, and I don't know, is there a place? What's the best place in Pattaya? Where's James?
Ask James, because I don't do breakfast stuff. There's so many places to go.
Route 66.
See, and I didn't go to any.
I
don't know.
Route 66.
I never ate breakfast.
Witherspoon's, Sportsman's.
I did eat breakfast at
Mitch's
Wombat.
Kitchen.
Wombat wasn't bad. Mitch had a
Royal
sandwich.
Fork. That's it. Hey, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis.
Yeah. The Royal Fork. Grandma always wanted to go to Royal Fork. And it was easy too. You get whatever the heck you wanted.
Maybe in my next camping video, I'll do a biscuits and gravy breakfast. And I'll tell you what, that bacon, lettuce, and tomato that I made, not with avocado, was outstanding. Even with the torched.
Wombat has a good breakfast burger, man. I like their brekkie in a bun.
You had that when I ate breakfast there. You had the. I forget what I had. It wasn't bad. I think I had
hundreds, literally hundreds of places.
I want to check it out
in town, and no matter what you say, someone's going to say, "Oh, this is better." So it's all your taste, So you kind of got to hunt around.
I had a good move camp.
Or camp and cooking, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said before, if I was planning on doing that, I would never have run the generator. I would have tried to make it a little bit better, but I was running a bunch of tests. I had how long does it take to raise the or lower the tent at this temperature outside to lower it 10 degrees, in there. But it was comfortable, man. I mean, it was in the mid 80s, up to maybe 89. And it was, I think at night it got to 80, something like that. And it was like 60, 65, 67 degrees inside the tent. I was
That's
Wow.
getting chill.
very comfortable. Very
I
comfortable.
might do a camping video. I've been thinking about it. I'm going to go to Decathlon, get a little 2-man tent, and put it on the balcony of a 5-star resort, and pitch the tent, do some video, and then go back inside where it's nice and cool.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
just pick
exactly.
the
I
tent
said
in the
this
middle
is
of the
what I
lounge
want
room.
to do, Jim. It is fun. I do enjoy it. I'd like to get I think the ideal one would be the Forza with the single wheel trailer on the back carrying the air conditioner, the gas generator, the gasoline, and all that, and pulling off out in the middle of nowhere. And
The trailer would be
it would
bigger than your
awesome.
bike, Dave.
Yeah, it only needs to be that. It only needs to carry about 100 and let's see, at the 60, maybe 110 kilo or 100 kilo, because the generator weighs about, I don't only know pounds, like 50 pounds on the air conditioner, maybe 20 pounds on the generator, and then a container of gas, maybe another 20. So 100 pounds would probably do it. I got a guy over here. And see, another thing is to go, I don't have $1 million either. The guy comes up and goes, yeah, it's 30,000 for the trailer. I'm not going to do it. But if I can get it done in the 10 to 15,000 baht range, I'll do it. If not, I'll take the truck. I don't care. I'm having fun. I had fun doing it. There was a lot of testing going on. All that gear I had there, I need maybe 1/4 of the gear that I had.
So how big was your platoon, Dave, to help you set up all that stuff?
What's that? About 25 guys.
That's it?
25
Holy shit,
guys.
I'm in.
When I went over to set it up, my wife was there, my father-in-law, and the cousin. So there was 4 of us when we set it up originally.
Right on, Lewis. Patty at Metropole, Soy Diana. Yep.
I'll have to check it. I didn't get it the last 2 times I've been there. The only time, Mitch, you came over the one time at the hotel, and we had breakfast there. I had breakfast at the Wombat, and I want to say I think that was it. And then I had breakfast at that Garden View, whatever it was that we went to twice. So next time I got to go out, and I want to go to I want a good steak, man. I want someone to.
Yeah, how was the Garden View? Did they have like a morning breakfast thing set up?
Oh yeah, they had a big breakfast. Yeah,
big spread, huh? Nice.
Yeah, but see, I gauge my breakfast on if you're top notch, you got frickin' bacon. If you don't have bacon, you're a 2-star piece of crap. You got to have bacon, and they don't have bacon, but they do have a lot of food.
Yeah, I don't like those
the
soy dogs. They call them sausages, but they're not. I get them for the soy dogs. I feed them to the soy dogs, so I call them soy dogs. So don't.
I watched Steve. I just watched. We came out with a new one, James, but Matthew Poza, both good. I'm big on that. So I've been watching for a long time, and Steve's just coming up on 1 million subs. I think he thinks he's going to hit it within the next month or so. So, which is kind of cool. I don't know. I enjoy watching them. I enjoy doing it, but it would be better if I was down the road a little further. But my wife worries about me and stuff too, so I have to kind of balance out the Forza thing in a truck deal, because she told me I could take the truck. I could put what do they call it in Thailand? Camper shell, a carboy or whatever. Carry boy.
Yeah, carboy is a bottle.
Yeah, I know.
Never mind.
For wine, right? For wine.
Yeah.
For wine. And she said I could take it, put that on there, make the bed inside, make a little deal, put an air conditioner in there, and then I'd still have the big tarp, put it up there, and make a pull-out kitchen on the back, and I could do that, and I could do that easily. And I might do that if it makes her feel more comfortable. But I think the Forza would be a little cooler to do. Plus, I want to be on 2 wheels. if any chance that I can get on two wheels, I'm the first one in line. You got to leave, Paul. Take it easy.
See you, Paul.
But I like those. I like those. Any kind of camping stuff, catch and cooks, and I'd like to do catch and cooks too. I tried to do it at this place. There was a pond right that the
Deer
guy
meat for
owned,
dinner. I like that.
but they were his pets. So I said, "Can I catch one of these and eat it?" And to ask my wife to ask, no, 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 those are my pets. So, but I'd like to do a catch and cook with tilapia. Would be easy. There's got to be tilapia in every pond across Thailand.
Tilapia, all you'd need to do to
It'd
catch
take
one
too
of
long.
those would be to put a bit of bread in your fry pan. They'd crawl in.
Yeah, they probably would. Yeah, I know I could do that. Well, you know what I could do is, and if it was me, I'll go buy one of those little monkey bikes, or I've got the 125 Wave, so I could still bolt that onto the back of the truck and have a little thing that I could go around and do video and shit on. I just like, man. I told my wife that's why I got the Forza. Is I'll die if I'm not on two wheels, man. You might as well just roll me over in the corner and give me the sign of the cross and kick my ass down the road. I'm dead. I gotta do it. I've been doing it. Like I said, I had at 16, I had a panhead, and going 17 or 17, and I was in high school. So I've been riding a long, long time. All Harleys though. I'd get a lot of shit back in the States. I'm sure if they if they knew, because I mean I can't say enough about this freaking Forza for a twist and go, comfortable, power, plenty of space because I've got back box, side boxes, and now I bought a 21 liter that goes on top of the gas tank, so I got another 20 liters.
Hey,
I can go
Brian.
anywhere I want.
Saw an XADV 750 brand new at the Wombat yesterday. One of the guys there. They're a beautiful
Yeah, I
bike.
need to stay.
Bruce has
Yeah, and I ain't
has
gonna,
one.
and I'm not going to rent a Harley here or buy one in Thailand. James was the one that checked them out because that was going to be the original trip, right? Everybody was going to kind of get a Harley, and we were all going to go on a ride for 6,
Yeah,
8,
boy,
10
Peng
days.
Mak.
It was
Expensive.
expensive. Yeah, big time money.
I would have dumped it.
I would have too.
Tell you what, next time
Well,
you go
I
camping,
tipped
Dave,
over the
you've got to have
Forza.
a fire.
I did have a fire.
We
You
didn't
just
see
didn't
it.
see it. Yeah, you didn't see it. Because what it was is we didn't put enough charcoal on it when we lit it. And my wife was there with me. And all it is a fold out steel deal that's actually got a grate on top of it. And we put some sticks and crap in there, and we didn't put enough charcoal. When I went to cook the steak, the charcoal was gone, and I just threw it in the pan, and you saw the pan cooking. But and plus I didn't want to burn. I
That's
could
why
just
I'm
see
able
me.
to eat raw steak.
Well, yeah, I would have been freaking out if I would have burned this guy's freaking 40 rye of land down and buildings and everything else if I set the freaking place on fire. So I didn't do it too
Would have
much.
made a good video, though.
Yeah, that's true. I'll be there.
It's all in the content.
Christmas Eve, right? I'll be there.
December's a big month for me. Road travel, people coming over wise, But I'll be at Dave's place, Sexy Bar.
I think it'll be a kick. I'm looking forward to it, Les. Looking forward to meeting you for sure. Baldy's here. Hey, Baldy. Yeah, and like I said, I don't know if you heard earlier. I think I wrote to you. The plan is to have a very long without enough voltage drop to hurt that air conditioner, and when I'm out, that generator is going to be way far away. You're not going to hear it. But I was running a bunch of tests, and I was still trying to film.
For Dave,
so it was loud. It was loud.
Get a nice heavy extension with it, Dave.
Yeah, I just got to check the voltage drop. And make sure that
the thicker the extension cord, the better. It's going to drop.
Yeah, I'm
less.
going to get a heavy duty on wire size, oversize the living crap out of it, because I want it far away, And if I I'm going to build another one. I'm going to go ahead and get the boat 5-gallon gas can with that, so that I can just plug into it instead of drilling a hole in that one and making it kind of shoddy. I'm going to go ahead and get the boat one. Yeah, you're right. I got it busy that night, but I'll still make it there, Lewis. I got a lot of gifts and stuff to give. Mitch said he would help as an elf, and Brock said he would help too. But it'll be fun.
I don't like sharing my toys.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, man. You gotta love Thailand, right?
Yeah, I've had
I
goy,
do.
Jake. I've had goy. James saw me eat goy. He was like, "You're
Sick?
gonna get a parasite, Mitch, and die." I'm like going, "Really?"
Where are these bugs coming?
Yeah, Dave and I are both going to be busy doing Santa, Daz.
Yeah, that's right. You've got a lot to do. Now, when are you coming, Brock?
2nd of November.
2nd of
November 2, election day there, I think, in the States. I don't know.
Yes, most definitely, Liz. I'm looking forward to it. I've never been
Nope,
in a
election
bar.
day is 1.
I've
Maybe
never
it's the
been in
8th.
a
Oh,
bar
it's the 8th.
in
Never mind.
Pattaya, so it's going to be an interesting. James almost got me in one.
Yeah.
The last time I was there.
I think
and
James saved my life once, actually. He talked me out of one. Just the look on his face was convincing enough.
I'm looking forward to checking it out. Witness near-death experiences.
It wasn't
good
James
reindeer?
actually
Chris
engineering your near-death experiences, was it, Mitch?
I'm sorry, I was reading Lewis's question or comment.
Yeah,
what was that?
I was just wondering if it was James that was engineering your near-death experiences, seeing him watching.
No, he was like, "Man, I ain't eating that. Ain't eating that. Ain't touching that." But then he mentioned food parasites once, or parasites in Ampua. I think when I was eating them dried clams, which tasted actually okay. But then I just started gelling on that. And then later on another trip, he's like, "Dude, you're playing Russian roulette." He didn't say that, but you're playing with fire, you know.
I will. I'll be taking a bolt, Tommy. I'll be taking a bolt. I'll probably be
Daz. No. James is a friend, but no, he wouldn't give me mouth to mouth. He might kick me in the chest a little bit.
Robert's saying, yeah, it should be a huge party. Hopefully I won't get any trouble there. My wife absolutely refuses for me to
always a meetup, Brian,
to hit anybody. So hopefully there's going to be enough people there that in case there anybody that doesn't like me shows up there.
That visual can't be unseen. I'm looking forward to it. I was at Foz. Dow and I were at Foz shop, and she was doing some lunch there with her guests, and I had some raw beef there. It's on video. Yeah.
Lewis had something for you there. PM on Messenger.
Oh, okay.
Christmas Eve, Baldy. Christmas Eve, and should be a bunch of fun. I hope it's going to be a bunch of fun. I know it's going to be all right.
Yeah, I won't be able to make that. I'm busy on Christmas Day.
Mitch will be there, as in famous words in Thailand, to cool my jets. So I'll be okay.
I'm an actual instigator. I tell you what.
I wish Tommy J could make it. That would be awesome. But I know he's got a bunch of things to do. I'm looking forward to that meetup also. But it should be a bunch of fun. I've never been. The only bar that I've been to, I've been to the Wombat. I guess that's
Can I talk about when we went down Soy 6, Dave, or is that off limits?
Me? Did I go down Soy 6? If I did, I don't
Oh,
remember.
you went down all right. No,
I don't even know
I'm
what Soy
joking,
6
everybody.
is. I don't.
If
I've never
there's no
been. I
video,
went to
it never
Camelot.
happened.
No, I went to
Yeah.
Camelot and I met Rob in that White Horse bar, whatever it is, twice for 2 beers, and I was home before dark. So that's how much of a partier I was when I got here to Thailand. Of course, I wasn't in the best frame of mind back then, but that's the only closest thing I've been to a bar. And all the, I didn't understand the draw there. All the women there were maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years younger than me. So it was like I'm going, wow, because they get there early. I didn't realize they get there early and they sit at the tables out front and put makeup on. And they do all the cleanup from the night before. They don't do that until the next day. And I didn't realize that's how bars work in the United States. The bar I had didn't work like that. They cleaned up everything that night and stuff. But so I
I'm
didn't
sure
really
someone
know.
did, James. I'm sure someone did. They caught that on video. That'll be a soundbite.
Which one? Mine?
No, what I said.
Oh.
I've been on Soy 6 a bunch. Yeah, Brian has a meetup every Monday night at 6 p.m.
How's he
Brian
doing
Flowers.
anyway? What happened? What happened with his channel? Did he ever get any reason why, or they just said
I don't
screw
know.
you?
I don't
No?
remember what was said. YouTube does some funny stuff, man.
Yeah, weird stuff. Yeah, because they did it to what's his name too? Out of
Dan.
Hua Hin. To who?
Oh, CJ. Yeah,
CJ, and
CJ
they did it
Paradise,
to
yeah.
somebody else too. You know, I
Yeah,
mean, I
Dan
can
the man.
understand it. I mean, I feel really sorry for CJ because he just turned 1,000 subs, not a week before it happened. It sucks. Let's see, someone. See, I think they, if I'm correct, there is somebody out there that screen records every live stream that I do, and it, I'm almost 100% positive that that's being done, which is fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Hey, it's a free world, right? You can
yeah,
film
hey,
whatever you
that's
want.
someone. That's one other person watching the channel, right? Who is it? Who was it that said that? Go ahead. Sorry.
What happened, Jake? Got booted, huh?
I got
Anyway,
booted.
10:15.
Did Brock kick you out, or I don't know if he can do that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes, so I'm getting close to. Because I told my wife I was only going to go 2 hours, because I think I'm going. What did I say? It's Mother's Day again. Happy Mother's Day to everybody here in Thailand. We're going to go to the temple, and she wanted me to go with her, so I said, "Sure."
There you go.
Why not? So I'm going to get out of the house because my watch is blinking at me saying, "Get up and walk. Get up and walk. Stop sitting on your big fat behind and get up and walk."
Yeah.
I got a good watch. But so I guess I'm going to go to that. I don't know what other people are doing.
I called to wish Happy Mother's Day, and security showed up at my door.
Did they?
Yeah, I know.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm off to the temple too. Yeah, I don't. My wife said we're going to go to the close one. The same guys that came here and did the wedding and the house blessing. The same. What are they? Monks? What are they called? My mind's gone.
Monks.
Anyway, monks, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go to that temple, which I guess is fairly close to here. The temples we have a tendency to give to them, and then, like I told you guys before, on that shirt, although somebody threw in $20.
See you, Chris.
I'll show that once more. This is going to be for the local kids football team. These are the ones that we ordered. We're supposed to have on the 19th. When are we supposed to get the jerseys? Noe? When are we supposed to get the jerseys for Tunes for the football? When? 20th. Okay. So the 20th. So anyway, I know that somebody, I got to go back and look, gave $20 towards what? Oh, we're going to be in Bangkok.
Hmm.
Okay. But anyway, and that was coming from us because it's going to say somewhere on here, I don't know, it's going to have the name of their deal, but it's going to say got to love Thailand. So it ought to be fairly interesting. And then I'll go and do a video when they play when we get back from Bangkok. All right.
Right on.
That's, yeah, it should
Cool.
be fun. And I told people there, basically it's coming from us, but I can't remember who it was. Randy, or I'll have to go back and look now. Out of the blue, just gave $20 to it. So I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody that hung out for 2 hours and 17 minutes. And thanks to Mitch and Brock and everybody else out there. And if you guys want to say goodbye, now would be a good time, because otherwise I'm going to say,
See you, everyone.
catch you on the next.
Are we going to hang out, Dave, for the after show
Yeah,
for a couple minutes?
Yeah, we can hang out for a minute. I'll put up.
Okay.
As
I
soon
got
as I get done here.
7 minutes,
Okay.
actually.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. All right, guys. Catch
See
you
you,
on the next
everyone.
one.
Thanks.